Howdy anyone. This is an Interdimensional Mallet devlog and I am your host, An Evil Man. Welcome to the update for August 10th, 2024 of the 20 Paths VTT devlog. So I'll give you a quick summary of what I've been up to. A lot of it was kind of researching technologies, what I want to use, and beginning to use it. So what I've decided is I am going to use a technology called Ignite for the repository. So what is Ignite? Ignite is something which is called an in-memory data grid. Now the reason why I really like Ignite is that Ignite uses both in-memory and on disk, and it has its own built-in memory manager for keeping some things in memory and some things on disk. And that can be really useful for things like, I had said in my first presentation that, keeping an infinite list of all events, terms and conditions may apply, but with Ignite, I may actually be able to keep every single event that ever occurs in the game and never lose them. And the more recent events, the ones that are getting accessed very frequently, are going to stay in memory, and events from the very beginning of the game are going to stay on disk, and nobody's going to read them. And so, as long as you've got enough disk space, you can use an infinite amount of events. So here I am processing events, and you can see there's a lot of code here for handling the different event types. You've got your link events, your resource events, and your thing events. I'm not particularly happy with how this is laid out, but I'm probably going to stick with it for now just due to not wanting to spend too much time, but I'll probably have to refactor this a couple of different times, change it all up. But as you can see, I've got a decent amount of code in my repository. I've got my main, I've got Ignite events, I've got my repo configurations, and so we're making some progress. On top of that, in GitHub, I have created a project for the 20 Paths VTT server, and so this is where I'm keeping track of all of my code. I have made branches to track things, and the first thing that I have is I've also set up a project to track how far the project is going along. So this is actually mostly done. I think I'm going to probably on Monday, I'll probably come back to this and mark this as done and start moving on to the REST API and merge this back up into the feature branch. And, I'm probably talking in practically Latin for anybody that's not used a lot of IT stuff, and if anybody wants more explanation of things, leave a comment and go ahead and ask me. And I'm happy to answer all the questions about why I'm doing things the way I'm doing and give details on stuff, but just overall, we're making some progress. Pretty soon, I'm going to have some endpoints that are going to allow me to submit events and to advance events, and we'll get to what my first feature is, which is walking. Can you take a character with a position and walk them around and actually kind of move them? And so right now we've got repo set up, and we're going to have the REST API. There's going to be some other tasks that are going to have to be implemented. And that's where we're at. So not much going on. I'm hoping by the next update that I'll be able to actually show some things actually working, Anybody have any questions? Just like I said, go ahead, leave comments. If you want to follow for more devlogs, subscribe and follow and give a like, and I'll see it and I'll appreciate it. Would always love a like. And so far, it's continuing to be a blast. I will talk to you guys later.